Well, hello, and welcome to Happy Stuff. My name's Christine L. Conroy. If this is your first visit here, I have to say that we are moving away from the norm a little bit today on the channel, and we're going to do a mindfulness training exercise. Notice I didn't use the word meditation. It is a mindfulness meditation, but I know that word scares people sometimes. Don't worry, I'm not going to turn out all the lights or light the candles, but I will be playing some low level music because certainly when I meditate, I like that in the background, and so I would like you to enjoy that too. So we're going to do that, and there's one or two things that you need in order to join in. One is a notebook and pen. And the other one is somewhere you can go or that you can find a straight back chair perhaps, or somewhere that you're able to sit for perhaps 20 minutes. It's going to be a lovely video. It's a longer video than usual, I would imagine, but worth every penny, I promise you. It's going to be great. And it is linked to the video that I did last time about explanatory styles and ways of thinking. I'm linking those two together. But I don't necessarily think you need to watch that video first in order to join us today in the meditation. However, I would highly recommend that you do watch it either now if you want to, or after you've done the meditation with us. Okay, all that being said, I have a little exercise I want us to do before we start the meditation, and then we'll jump straight in, and I'll come back and talk about it afterwards. Okay, so first of all, right where you are at the moment, I'd like you to have a look around the room you're in at the objects that you can see. And I would just like you, as you're looking around, to label those objects. So, for example, I'll tell you what I can see from here. So, artwork, chair, coffee maker, cup, plant, jug. Okay, get it? Okay, so just do that for a minute. I'll give you a minute to do that. Do that now. I'll wait for you. Okay, I think you'll have done enough by now to get the idea. I think you've done enough there. Because during the meditation, I'm going to ask you to label. And when I do that, all will become clear. When I do that, that's how I want you to label. So, for example, when I said cup, I saw cup, I labelled it cup. I didn't label it nasty, horrible, selfish cup. It's a cup. A cup. I saw it. I recognised it. It's a cup. That's how I want you to label. That's the attitude I want you to bring to the meditation. Okay, so find yourself the right room to be in, and let's jump into the meditation. Okay, so turn off your phone, turn off your computer. Find a place where you feel safe and comfortable and unlikely to be disturbed. We're going to use the breath as the main focus of attention, but it's important that you don't feel any pressure or put any pressure on yourself to perform well. Just allow yourself to do it, to go with the flow and see how it goes. There is no right or wrong way, only your way. So I want you to sit upright with a straight back. So arrange yourself in such a way that you can do that comfortably, maybe upright on a straight back chair, or use a cushion and perhaps sit slightly forward on your sits bones to allow you to be straight but comfortable. Okay, so get yourself comfortable. Relax your shoulders, rest easily, and let your hands rest comfortably on your lap. Now close your eyes. Just for a moment, become aware of exactly where you are and how you are seated in your chair. So feel the full weight of your body sinking into the chair. Notice how your body is connected to the seat and focus on how you can feel your legs connect with the chair, your skin touching the chair. Maybe you can feel the small of your back on the back of the chair. Notice your feet grounded on the floor. You are anchored here, safe and comfortable. Simply notice. Now put your attention on your breathing. You're breathing normally, gently, in and out. Notice the in-breath. Notice the out-breath. Keep your attention there. Begin to notice any physical sensations of your breathing. So notice how your belly rises and falls with each breath. Now can you feel the soft, slightly warm air gently coming in and out of your nose? Notice how with each out-breath you feel more and more relaxed. You are relaxed. You are alert, concentrating on your breath. You don't need to control your breath. Simply witness your breathing in and out. Rest easy and continue to breathe. Sooner or later, your mind will start to wander. It's okay. You might hear a noise. You may have a thought. Label it. Noise. Thought. It's just a thought. Let it go. Come back to your breath. In and out. Belly rises and falls. Where is your attention now? If you were distracted, notice where your mind drifted to. Was it an emotion, a thought, or a sound? Label it and come back to the breath. If you feel a pain sensation, maybe in your hip or your knee, notice the sensation. Be curious. Try to sit with it for a while. There's a pain. Then come back to the breath. If the pain is too distracting, slightly shift your position to be more comfortable. But try to sit with the pain for a while. Each time you find yourself distracted, come back to the breath with a gentle attitude. It's okay. It's just how your mind works. Breathe in. Notice how the body reacts. Breathe out. remember, you are in control. You are always the one to come back to your breath. You decided to come back to this moment with me, focusing on what is happening in this moment and this moment, your breath. When you become aware of a thought, you are realizing that you are not present with your breathing, and so you become present again. This is the training, recognizing the thought, labeling the thought, coming back to your breathing, to the present moment. Now, if you would like, you may slowly come back to the sensation of yourself in the seat. Feel your skin connecting to the chair. Feel your feet on the ground. Maybe wriggle your fingers. Come back with your attention into the room. Open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Tell me in the comments box below if you enjoyed that. Just tell me yes if you enjoyed that in the comments box down below. Okay, how do you feel? How do you actually feel now after the meditation? You can tell me that too if you like. But what I want you to do is get your notebook and pen, and I want you to write down how you feel. Now, obviously, whilst I'm talking, you can just put a word down that describes how you feel. But at some point, I want you to come back to your journal and fill out that one word about how the meditation made you feel. That's the first thing I want you to write about. But then I want you to think about the actual experience of the meditation over the time that you were meditating. I want you to remember the thoughts that you had that distracted you and write them down, if you remember them. So were they thoughts about what you were going to cook for dinner tonight? Something you forgot to do earlier on in the day that you had to bring yourself back from? Or were they more worrisome thoughts? Did you have any concerns that were worrying you, and that's what distracted you? Which is what's distracting me at the moment, is the noise of my computer, so I'm just going to turn that down. Yeah, so I want you to think about the thoughts that distracted you and write them down. And any kind of sensations or emotions that came up, I want you to write those down too. In fact, as much as you can, this kind of meditation, well, just let me tell you, first of all, I do actually have a meditation journal that I need to tell you about that I created years ago. It's a very simple meditation journal just for this purpose, actually. Date, the time, write down the thoughts and feelings that you were feeling so that you can come back to see them. I'll leave a link to it down below. I think you'd enjoy using it in this instance. This kind of meditation encourages a non-judgmental attitude. A non-judgmental attitude towards your thoughts and emotions. This is what we're trying to build. So you're not denying the emotions, but learning to notice and observe them with openness and acceptance, but then to kind of let them go. That's what this meditation is meant to help you to do. Now, the act of labelling is such a simple thing, but the act of labelling creates a psychological distance between you and the emotion, allowing for greater understanding of it. So creating space. So creating a psychological distance between your thoughts and your emotions, between you and those things, gives you the space that we were talking about, the space for choice, to choose the way you want to respond. And I want you to learn to be able to do that, to be able to create a space between what happens to you, so the event, and your thoughts and emotional response to the event, rather than acting on impulse or just following your emotions. So this then allows you, as I say, to choose how you want to respond instead of instant reaction coming from you based on your emotion alone. It's creating the space between the impulse and the event and your reaction to it. So this is going back to the explanatory style that we talked about last week. It's being able to then give you the space to recognise how you are thinking about something. So practicing meditation, this meditation regularly helps you to build emotional resilience. Kind of noticing your emotions without immediately reacting to them, and very often reacting inappropriately to them. So this helps you to stay present with often difficult emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them, taking that step back, creating the distance, allowing you time to notice your thinking, for example, using a negative explanatory style, and being able to change that thinking if it's necessary, thereby helping you deal more effectively with any negative or challenging situations. I hope I expressed all that clearly, because it certainly helped me to be able to do that, to be able to, and we'll talk about 1, 2, 3 another time, but to be able to take a breath, count your breath, notice your thinking, recognise it's a negative explanatory style, for example, and being able to change it and therefore deal with the situation with more clarity. Please let me know what you thought about that. I do enjoy doing these, doing meditation. It takes a long time to do them, in as much as wanting to link them to the things that we're talking about, so that when you do meditate, you can take what you learn from your meditation to work for you in real life, so to speak, off the mat. I call it on the mat and off the mat. Meditation and real life. And that's what the meditation journal will help. If you write things down immediately so you don't forget the feelings, and we'll talk about how to use them and take them further another time if you would like to do that. Please give me a thumbs up if you got any benefit from that. Tell me your thoughts on the meditation, and would you like me to do more of them? Okay, I'll see you next time. And until then, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we're getting happy, living longer, and growing younger. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.